Introduction. My name is Tim Anton Okai. I am the program coordinator for this short learning course on medical equipment maintenance. And I'm also the head of the clinical engineering group at the Tshwane University of Technology at the Pretoria main campus. So this course has been newly developed, and we have only had the first test group that tested the course, a few of them in number. And after the test, we checked that everything is running well, and we're able to make some adjustments and improvements here and there. So your group is the first, I would say, the first group that is going to properly run the course, and I hope everything goes smoothly. Normally, we do this course face to face, but now we've seen the need to take it online, and both the theory and the practical, but I can assure you the quality is the same. And in fact, you will benefit more from an online practical session in the sense that what you get with the online method is exactly the same as what you get with a face to face method with added advantages. And the advantage is you see, with a face to face method, once you are in class doing a lecture or a practical, you can only absorb maybe 50-60% of what is being taught. And by the time you walk away, another 20% or so is gone. You're left with 30-40% of what you can remember. But with the online session, not only do you get the full benefits as with the face to face session, but you can always come back and watch it over and over and over again until you fully master the principles and techniques being taught. So the video is there. You can watch the video over and over again. All the practicals you see are the same as what we will do in a normal workshop setting, but we have it recorded so you can watch it over and over again. So today's session is an introductory session to check that everyone is able to connect both on MS Teams and also on the TUT's learning management system, which we call MyTutor or Brightspace. In the past, we used to use the old learning management system, which we call Blackboard, nicknamed MyTutor in TUT. But we migrated about almost 2 years ago now to the new learning management system, which is now called Brightspace, but still goes by the nickname MyTutor, MyTutor. And that's where we have uploaded all the content for this course. And I hope that each one of you has managed to have access to the learning management system. So first of all, let's try to introduce ourselves. So if you don't mind, if you can unmute and put on your video so that we can get to meet you, tell us your names, where you are from, where you work, what experience you have with medical equipment maintenance, and why you have decided to register for this program and what your expectations are. So let's start with Willem Masango. Willem, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Okay.
Yes. My name is Willem Masango.
I see the screen. I don't see any face.
Say again.
You mind showing your face so we see what you look like?
Yeah, my camera is on.
Well, I can't see you. I don't know if anyone else sees him.
I can see him.
I can't see Willem, but go ahead anyway.
All right. My name is Willem Masango. I'm residing at Amanskraal. I have 5 years experience working in this medical industry field. Basically, I was a field technician. Still am a field technician. I'm working at IQ Care as a services field technician as well. And I've decided to register for this course just to get more theoretical experience, and then so that I can be more experienced as well with theory as well. So basically, yes, it's just that.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chakela Lapele.
Hello, my name is Chakela Lepele. I reside in Lesotho, Maseru. I work for Maseru Private Hospital. I have no experience with medical equipment, but my office decided to push me in implement maintenance route so that I learn how to assist the hospital repairing and everything of the equipment. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you. Nicolene, I see you managed to log in.
Hi, I'm Nicolene Cronia. I'm from the Urology Hospital in Pretoria in Hatfield. I've been working in the clinical engineering environment now for the last 10 years as a clinical assistant. I've worked as a clinical engineering technologist. I assist in theatre, the wards, and the doctor's rooms as far as I can, and I'm just taking this course to help my experience grow from strength to strength.
Oh, wonderful. So, Urology Hospital, is that the place where Dakalo is?
Yes, the
Dakalo.
Kalo Matsibandile is yes, he's
Dakalo.
my co-worker. We work together in all the departments. Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Dakalo was my student, and at the moment, he's also one of our part-time lecturers in clinical engineering at the university. Okay.
Yes,
It's nice to know
he is,
that
and he helps me a lot.
you are in good company. Okay, so
Yes,
nice to have
he's
all of you
very
here. Great. We have 14 other candidates from the Northwest Province who will join us later, maybe later this week. We were supposed to start this course early in June, but we had to postpone because the Northwest Department of Health that was sponsoring the student. Okay. Yeah, I had a bit of connection issue. I hope you can still hear me. So the Northwest Department of Health that was supposed to pay for those 14 students, there were some delays with getting the PO. So they requested a postponement till now. And so we postponed. Otherwise, we would have proceeded with Chakela Lepele and whoever else is ready. And now they are still not ready. So I said, no more postponement. We can't keep people waiting anymore. If it's 3 people we have, let's proceed with them. Whenever they're ready, they will join us later. So that's the situation. So we're going ahead. All sessions will be recorded. So whenever they join, we will provide the recordings and whatever else is required for them to be able to catch up. So as you can see, today is just an introduction to get to know you guys, know your expectations, to check that everyone is able to register and log into to My Tutor or Brightspace so that we don't have issues, because all the learning materials are uploaded on Brightspace, and so that's where we'll be releasing the materials bit by bit every single day of the program. Now, I don't know how many of you have used MS Teams before. There are some etiquettes in MS Teams. I would like to see videos from time to time. So it's not just a black screen. You don't have to keep it on the whole time, but once in a while, put on the video so I know that people are not falling asleep and that we're still together. I'm not alone talking to a blank screen. Yeah, so with MS Teams, we have a reaction button at the top where you can give a thumbs up and clap hands if you want to, or raise your hands or show some reactions during the session. Then there is also the chat box, which hopefully you can see if you are using a phone, but certainly if you're using a desktop or a laptop, you can see the chat box where you can type in a chat or a message during the course of the live sessions. But you are also free to use um, the WhatsApp chat group for chat messages, both during live sessions and anytime during the day. So, what I'm going to do for this group, because I have all of you in the big group on WhatsApp, including the 14 from the Northwest province, but because they are not ready, I don't want to bother them with our stories and our chats and all that. I may have to create another small group just for the three of you. So when others are ready to join, then we all go back to the big group. I will do that during the course of the day. So whatever information we need to pass across, whatever link we need to share, I can put it in the smaller group and not in the big group. For today, I just want to make sure everyone has got access. I don't want to assume, but let me ask again. Chakela, do you have access to my tutor? Are you able to log in and you can see the learning materials at least? They're there.
Yes, I'm able to log in. I've logged in right now.
Okay.
Everything is working perfectly.
Great. Willem, are you able to log in as well?
Yes, 100%, sir.
Okay. And Nicolette, you have indicated that you are able to log in. So that's great. So I'm going to take you now to the learning management system and explain the different sections that you'll be using so that you see how it works. I will share my screen shortly, but let me open it first. Okay, so let me share my screen. I'm going to share the whole screen so that you see everything that I see. Okay, so this is the landing page, and you can see the title Medical Equipment Maintenance SLP, that's for Short Learning Program. The home page is here, and usually that's where you will see things like announcements and a few other stuff. But the most important area that you will be using most of the time is here, content, the content section. And that's where we are going to focus on. So if you click on the content section, this is what I see from my side. But from your side, if I go to student view, it looks a bit different. So from your side, this is what you see. And you start here, get started with a module welcome and introduction. And then with the module welcome and introduction, this is the part you do today. You click here to launch the unit, and here you will get a welcome message from me, which is where you start, just to welcome you and introduce the course. So if you click, and then it starts to play.
Hello there.
But you can do that later. So if you want to navigate backwards, you just click the back to content button here and click. Then it takes you back. Each time you want to join the live sessions or the daily briefings at 9 in the morning, there's a link here, live session link. If you click on that, it will show you the link. And if you click on this link, it takes you straight to the live session on MS Teams, such as the one we're having now. So each time we announce we're going to have a live session, this is the link you click to go to MS Teams. But usually I also post it on the WhatsApp so that you don't struggle. Whichever one is easier, WhatsApp or going through my tutor, you can have access to the link to get to the live session on MS Teams. So for today, you are just expected to go through the introductory part. You will see the modules, outcome, and assessment criteria. It's all prepared for the 15 modules, assessment criteria, teaching activity, assessment methods for all 15 modules. So let's go back. Okay, then the equipment needed is there. Then your facilitators, who are the people who have come together to present some of the topics that you see. So that's me here, and I'm the course coordinator for this course. You'll be meeting Freddie, who used to be my student also in the past, and he will do a lot of the practical sessions and some of the theory content. So all the contact details are there. Mr. Alan Whiteford used to work as our work experiential learning coordinator at the Steve Biko Academic Hospital, where our students do their practicals. So he did some of the sessions as well for module 2 and also one of the practical sessions. Catucello also used to be my student, but now she's a boss working somewhere. And so she did one of the sessions, the theory sessions. Trisha also one of my students in the past. So you see, we've trained a lot of people, and now we can draw from the experience and expertise to use for trainings like this. So she did quite a lot with the patient monitors and ventilators as well. And then we have Selena, who also used to be my student, but now she's my colleague, working as a junior lecturer with me at the university. And she did some of the theory sessions. And then Mr. Terry Downs, he was a deputy director at the Department of Health in Gauteng province, but he's now retired. But he's still a moderator for our clinical engineering subjects at the university. So he's got wealth of experience, and he did one of the topics as well. So you see, we've drawn from a lot of experts in the field, and I think there's another input from a gentleman on the practical side, especially with the patient monitors and the use of the testing equipment, the ProSim 8. His profile is not here because he was a later addition, but you will get to meet him as he introduced himself during the practical session on patient monitors. Okay, so prescribed and recommended reading. So if you click there, you'll see all the requirements, promotional requirements. These are just things that need to be in our study guide for a course like this. Some of them are not really applicable to a short learning program such as the one we're having. Now, the study guide here is quite detailed. For every subject in TUT, we have to prepare a detailed study guide, and the short learning program is not an exception. Okay, this is not appearing well. I'll have to check why and see why that is, because this front page is supposed to show everything, all the images and so on. Maybe it will be better on my side when I go back there, but it has all the information you need for this course, the welcome, how to use the guide, contact details for the facilitators and staff involved, availability, requirements, resources, recommended material, code of conduct, responsibility of program participants, and then the learning components, assessment, rules, criteria, requirements, and so on. And then we have the overview, where we have all the topics on this side, the learning outcomes, and the duration for each of those, approximate duration for each of those topics. And then you have the learning outcomes and assessment criteria for all the units from unit 1 to 15, assessment criteria, teaching activities, assessment methods. So it's quite a detailed document. And if you want to download this, you just click download here and it will download. If you wish to print it, you can click on print. It allows you to print. And if you want to navigate to the next page, you just click the button here. It tells you, okay, now you've completed, because that's the last item on the introductory part. So as you make progress, you will see indication of your progress here. Okay. So the other thing I will show you in the content side. So for today, this is the part you will do today. And then for tomorrow, we are going to release the next part. So for the learning content, you will see there are 15 units in the theory side, 15 units. And then in the practical content, there are different practical topics, right? Let's take defibrillator, for instance. If you click on it, you see there are many videos under defibrillator. So it's not just one, from the basic function to the qualitative tasks, quantitative tasks, using the defibrillator analyzer to connect and test, and also using the electrical safety analyzer to connect and test the defibrillator, and then also using an ECG simulator, all under defibrillator. The same with ECG, same with incubator, same with electrical safety analyzer, etc. Okay. So every day, following the timetable we have, I'm going to release the content that you should have access to for that particular day. So for today, you will only have access to the module welcome and introduction, this part. And if you haven't watched the welcome video yet, you need to do that. You already know where to find the link to connect to the live sessions. So go through the study guide, the module outcome assessment criteria, all for today, and familiarize yourself with the environment of my tutor. So I think for now, this is the only part that you need to concentrate on. Okay, don't worry about the others for now. If there's any need to go there, we will let you know as the need arises. But for now, focus on the content section of the learning management system. And then tomorrow, we're going to release the content on ethics. And then you can start work on that based on the timetable. Okay, and then the next day, we go to safety and hazard management. I think there are about the number of modules or topics under that. We have safety and hazard management presentation. So this is like a lecture in the PowerPoint format. And then we have hazard identification and analysis, but I will explain all of this when we get there. Then you have some videos on understanding electrical hazards. Then if you go to preventive maintenance, let's go to, yeah, it's not enabled here. So let me go to a different view. I'll close the student view and come back the way I see it from my side. So if I go to learning content, under ethics, so we have developed this as a SCORM, they call it SCORM course. It takes a bit of time to open, but it will open eventually. Yeah. So you can expand, for instance, you can expand the page, you expand, and then you can click from one slide to the next. You go to the next slide, and there's a video here that you can watch. You click.
Hello everyone, and welcome.
Watch this
In this video, we're going
pause, you can expand the video. Once you're done, you go to the next page, you click, it takes you to the next page where you see the objectives, and then you click again, and then the introduction, on and on it goes, okay? And once you're done, you can collapse this if you want, and then you can go back. And then for safety and hazard management, these are the learning outcomes. Then we have a PowerPoint presentation here from, let me expand it, from Alan Whiteford. So if I click here, it should start playing. Okay, I'm waiting for an audio to play. I don't hear an audio. Yes, there it is.
Hello everybody, and welcome to a presentation on safety and hazard management in hospitals. My name is Alan Whiteford, and I've been teaching clinical engineering students for about the last 25 years.
That you can always pause and go back, rewind, and fast forward. You do it at your own pace, so there's no hurry. If you are in a live lecture session, once the lecture has started, you cannot pause, except you wait for the next available break time. But here you can pause, you can go back, you can watch it again, you can fast forward if there are things you know already. So there's huge advantage to this kind of learning method. If you want to collapse this, you can do that. Okay. And then the next one, hazard identification, is just like the one on ethics. It's a SCORM course. So you can download the presentation here. Then there are videos here that you can watch. Understanding electrical hazards. Okay, I can expand that.
Understanding electrical hazards. The improper use of a device as a result of inadequate training and lack of experience has led to 10,000 medical device-related patient injuries each year. In this video, we cover the possible electrical hazards, how they can affect the human body, as well as how they can be prevented. First, let's take a look at the physiological effects of electricity.
Okay, let me pause just to show you what it's like. Okay. And there's another one here on understanding safety hazards.
Understanding safety hazards. Knowing how to do the job is important. Understanding what safety measures to take to prevent incidents and accidents is just as important. In this video, we cover the safety requirements and information needed to safely carry out your tasks. Let's look at the different classes of equipment. Class 1 equipment offers protection against electric shock.
Okay, so once again, I pause, I collapse, and I go back. So that's what you do with the theory part. If we go to preventive maintenance, for instance, again, this is a PowerPoint presentation by Selena, so I can play it.
Welcome to Unit 3, Preventive Maintenance. I'm Ms. Sivia, and I'll be taking you through this presentation. Enjoy. At the end of this unit, you would have learned what is preventive maintenance, advantages of preventive maintenance, challenges of preventive maintenance, interval of preventive maintenance schedule.
I'll pause. Now let me take you through the practical side, so you have a taste of what to expect. If I go to practical content, and I go to defibrillator, well, first you have, defibrillator. So there are different sections, short videos or presentations on the different sections. First, the basic functions, the qualitative tasks, the quantitative task, and using the electrical safety analyzer and ECG simulator. If you go to basic function, for instance,
So this is a defibrillator. So what we're going to do is basically go through what the defibrillator
exactly
is,
the way
the
it will be
functionality
presented in a
of this particular one.
class
It's an
setting,
instrument,
but it's
a
recorded
CardioMax
and you
defibrillator.
can
We're just going
take
to
your
go through.
time
It has
to watch
all
step
defibrillators
by
have
step
basic
and
functions.
understand.
So we're just going to go through all the basic functions that are found in this defibrillator. And the next step, we will be doing what you call your IPM, which is your inspection and preventative maintenance. We're going to go through a couple of steps, starting with your qualitative test and quantitative test. So there's a checklist we're going to go through that will help us to test this. So basically, we're just going to do a practical demo.
Okay, that's an overview. Now, if we go to, let's say, using the ECG simulator to connect to a ventilator, to a defibrillator.
So the next test we're going to do is to check our accessories, which is your ECG cable and your SpO2. So we're going to use the ECG simulator for that purpose. And what I'm going to do is select a normal sinus rhythm that is displayed currently on the equipment. So my heart rate on this normal sinus rhythm I have selected is 80 beats per minute.
Okay, you get the gist. Now let me show you one more or two more. Let's go to electrical safety analyzer, a demonstration.
Hello everybody and welcome to a presentation on the electric safety analyzer. My name's Alan Whiteford and I've been teaching clinical engineering students for about 25 years. And the topic for today's talk is the electric safety analyzer. So firstly, I want to say, why do we do this? Then when do we do this? And then importantly, how do we do this? So why do we do this? There are two reasons. Firstly, to ensure that the device is safe to use on a patient. In other words, it's not going to shock or electrocute the patient. The second reason is that it is safe for the users to use.
Okay, let me explain something else we have done. Now, because you have different brands of electrical safety analyzer, we have tried to show you how to use not just, this is the Rigel model, or the Rigel brand, Rigel 288. There's also the Fluke brand, and there's the other one that you will see Freddie is using also to test. So what we have done is, Alan Whiteford will show you how to use the Rigel 288. Then we have another video where you use the Fluke electrical safety analyzer. Then you will see the one Freddie used in some of the practical demonstrations. So whatever brand you have in your workshop, at least you will have an idea how to use that brand to do electrical safety testing, because this is a very important test that you do with electromedical equipment in the workshop. Okay. And finally, let's try patient monitors. Particularly, let's go to, testing the SpO2 function using the testing equipment. The testing equipment here is the ProSim 8 patient vital signs simulator.
Hi everyone. What we're going to look at now is testing the SpO2 functionality on your patient monitor. And again, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the ProSim 8 simulator together with the ProSim Spot, which is the SpO2 simulator which you use with the ProSim 8. Okay. You'll see that on the Prosom 8, we have a connector here for SPO2. If I move it a little bit that way, you can see that. This cable just plugs in there. There. And then on the side of the Prosom 8, you'll see there's a little magnet there. And you've got a magnet on the back of the simulator, or the finger, which is just a nice storing place for it. Okay. Now, let's just, again, press the button, switch on the unit, wait for the unit to boot up. Now, when the machine comes up, it comes up in a normal patient simulator where it simulates ECG, NIBP, SPO2, all those parameters for you. But what we want to do now is I want to concentrate on the SPO2 only. So what I'm going to do is, you see the 4 function buttons here, ECG, NIBP, SPO2, and IBP. We're going to go to SPO2. Now, under SPO2, I can first set up the value. What is the percentage of oxygen?
Okay, so we'll pause and yeah, you get the gist. So that's an overview of Brightspace or MyTutor, your learning management system that we are using for this training. What do you think? Comments, questions? What do you think about this mode of learning? Is it something you look forward to, or you prefer the usual face-to-face style? Let's hear your thoughts.
I think it's interesting and looking forward to learn.
Okay. Have the others fallen asleep already? You see, I can't see faces, so I don't know if you're still awake or asleep. Oh, there you are. You're still awake with a big smile on your face. That's great. Okay.
No, I think it's a good way of learning. It's new. It's the way forward, and the technology that we have available today. So I think it's a good way of learning. We are using this modules here with us.
Okay.
And DFIP analyzers as well, safety analyzer, BP and ACG as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a nice way of learning as well. And yeah, there's different modules available. And yeah, we go with technology today.
Great. That's wonderful. Yeah, like I said, the good part is you can always come back to it, watch the video over and over and over again until you understand it. Okay, so this is how it's going to be, and every morning we will have a daily briefing, so I can update you and say, okay, this is what you are going to do for the day. And if you have questions, we can take your questions. If you're struggling, we can assist you. And the beauty of this is, even if you have internet issues, connection, you can always come back. You don't miss anything. And I will record all the daily briefing sessions 9 o'clock every morning and upload it on YouTube and send the link in the WhatsApp group, so that if for any reason, load shedding, internet connection, your phone is lost or whatever, you can always come back, click on the link, and watch the daily briefing and get whatever information that we have passed on. So we will always stay connected on a daily basis to make sure you don't feel alone, even though you are going to be doing this at your pace. And we release only the portion that is needed for the day. Like tomorrow, now you will get the part on ethics. The day after that, you go to preventive maintenance. The day after that, corrective maintenance. So we release it, we just release it bit by bit like that, depending on what programs we have for the day. And there are days where you'll have free time. So if you miss anything, you can always go back and watch the videos you have missed and be able to catch up. So that's how we're going to proceed. So if there are questions at any point, at any time, please do not hesitate to pop a message in the WhatsApp group. We can arrange a voice note to answer your question, or if it's something we can type, we do it. Or when we come for the daily briefing sessions like this, we will try to answer and address all your questions and concerns. Okay, so I think that's enough for this morning. That's enough for this morning. I will leave you to it. So for today, you just go to the introductory part, and then tomorrow you will start with ethics, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so if there are no further questions or comments, do have yourselves a nice day. I will see you again at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Have a good day, Father.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate